exactly, pronounce what is right. Like even itself, the word pronunciation is quite
Hmm.
difficult to pronounce because some people say pronunciation and some say
Hmm.
pronunciation. So see the spelling and then pronounce the word. So yeah, speak in the right way. Don't run for the accent. Don't try to copy them because they speak in very fast manner. No, if
Hmm.
anyone from other country will come in India and they'll try to speak Indian, so they'll not speak in this way as we speak, as we the Indians speak.
But we should try to speak as simple as we can. We should not try to copy any other accent because we are Indian and we should be always Indian, even no matter how much time we spend with native speaker, how much time we spend in other countries, but still we are Indian and we have to be real. If
Yeah.
we copy others' accents, so that time we feel we become little fake, or people feel we are fake. There's so many YouTubers, they are speaking in this language, they copied other accent, and they are like they are looking very fake.
Hello, ma'am. I'm doing very well. How about you? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Thank you so much for asking. First of all, welcome to the session.
Yeah. We have been trying to be connected for a long time. Now, finally, it happened.
Yeah. Okay. So how's the weather there?
Okay. Yeah, weather is quite good. It is getting cold day by day. So, yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from UP. I come from UP. It's Kanpur city.
Okay, okay. So let's start from introduction. First, introduce yourself, then we can start.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm Ayushi, and I come from UP state. I'm in the 11th grade right now. And if I talk about my family, so we are four members. My mother is my single parent, and we are three siblings, three sisters.
Okay, great, great. What about your hobbies?
Okay, so I like dancing, I like singing. I'm fond of reading books, mostly autobiographies. Nowadays, I have started a new hobby of reading. And apart from these all, I like playing outdoor games like badminton. Yeah, so these are my current favorite hobbies.
Okay, great, great. So, how long have you been learning this language?
Okay, so it's not been so long. Uh, I when I came in 11th grade, I thought of working on this language, and from then I started giving my time to this language, and I started with watching content. I gave my time to watching, reading, writing, but now I have within 3 days I
Mhm.
started speaking in this language.
Mhm. Okay, but you are speaking well English because you said you have just started speaking in this language, but still you are doing okay in this language. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not very good as you are, but yeah, I'm learning. I'm on the journey. So I think
Mhm.
in future I'll improve it more, like better.
Yeah, yeah, you can because you are having conversation every day. You are speaking with strangers, so yeah, you will be okay after some time. Okay, so why listening is important as speaking, according to
Okay,
you?
listening is important. I think you like. Okay, let me think. Listening is important because your mind will catch that thing. You'll listen. It will be set in your mind for a long period of time. So I think by listening, it will be easy to remind those things. And so yeah, that's why listening is important.
Mm. Listening is important. Basically, when we are beginner, that time listening is very important because first thing we should know how we can pronounce words in English,
Yeah.
and then next thing is if we are listening to content in English, so then in our mind there's something in English. Then we are able to speak in English. So speaking is important, but listening is more important to speaking.
Yeah. So, does pronunciation really play a pivotal role in a conversation? What do you think?
Yes, plays very important role in our conversation because when we speak very basic English, that time it's important. But there are some words we have to pronounce in a different way. That time pronunciation is important. In my case, I always feel we should be very simple or we should speak soft English. But yeah, somewhere pronunciation is important. Pronunciation makes our English really different. I used to speak English last year in my somewhere I mixed up in Haryanvi, Hindi, and English. But after some time, I started working upon my pronunciation. So after that, I felt, yeah, now I am feeling well. Now my people who are listening to me, they feel good about my pronunciation. So yeah, pronunciation is really important.
Yeah, I also feel the same. It plays a very important role because
Hmm.
if you want to sound like that native speakers, so you
Hmm.
have to be sound like them. You have to pronounce the word as they pronounce. So it is
Hmm.
better, but every country has their different accent, like Indian accent, British accent, or
Hmm.
American accent. So if you want to sound like Indian, so yeah, pronounce those words. Like some people say education and some says education. So
Yeah.
both are correct. It depends on the country how they pronounce it.
Hmm. Yeah, but we should try to speak as simple as we can. We should not try to copy any other accent because we are Indian and we should be always Indian. No matter how much time we spend with native speaker, how much time we spend in other countries, but still we are Indian and we have to be real. If
Yeah,
we copy others accent, so that time we become little fake or people feel we are fake. There's so many YouTubers, they are speaking in this language, they copied other accent and they are like they are looking very fake. So I don't feel
yeah,
like people have their opinion, they want to copy others, but I don't feel. I started shadowing uh, before like maybe it's been 1 month. I started doing some shadowing practice, but after that I felt no, my real accent is run away. I have to speak in real English. So I stopped doing that. Sometimes I do
yeah.
because some things are important, like pronouncing things correct, that is important, but copying other
Right.
in their way, that is not correct.
Exactly. Pronounce what is right. Like even itself, the word pronunciation is quite
Hmm.
difficult to pronounce because some people say pronunciation and some say
Hmm.
pronunciation. So see the spelling and then pronounce the word. So yeah, speak in a right way. Don't run for the accent. Don't try to copy them because they speak in very fast manner. No, if
Hmm.
anyone from other country will come in India and they'll try to speak Indian, so they'll not speak in this way as we speak, as we the Indians speak. So I
Yeah.
think be the one you are and try to speak in your own way. What about vocabulary? Do you think it plays very important role, or like
Yeah.
simple vocabulary or the high and advanced vocabulary? What should we use?
Okay, so vocabulary, yeah, it's very important when it comes to speaking any language. Like if we are talking about Hindi, we need some vocabulary in Hindi also. So vocabulary is important, but it depends on our need. If anybody wants to speak only basic English, they want to speak survival English, then they can speak basic vocabulary. They can use basic words. That is enough. But if anybody who wants to make a career in this language, like who wants to teach somebody, so that time it plays a very important role. We have to learn new words because we have to teach others, so we should know more and more words. And for advanced speakers, yeah, they have to learn a lot of synonyms. With the help of synonyms, they can make their sentence structure very effective. So yeah, vocabulary
Yes.
is important.
Yeah.
In my case,
If you're
yes, vocabulary is important because I'm a
if you're
YouTuber.
talking with a beginner,
Mm,
yeah, like talking with someone who can understand you easily, so then it's fine to use normal words. But if you're giving a speech or performing anywhere, trying to present yourself in English, so it's good to use the tough
mm,
and good sounding words. Yeah.
right. Yeah, and it depends on person also with whom we are talking. If we are talking to a beginner and we are using advanced fancy words, then there
Yeah.
is no
Yeah.
need. We have to
Benefit
speak
of.
simple English. We have to understand others' need also. How if they are able to understand, then we can use. Otherwise, make it simple. Things are also very attractive or interesting,
Yeah.
in my
And what
opinion.
about
People.
grammar?
Hmm. Yeah.
Like some
Yes.
people say that without grammar we can talk easily,
Hmm.
and it plays like 30 or 20% of the English conversation. What do you feel
Hmm.
about it? If
Yes.
suppose I haven't studied grammar,
Hmm.
so So can I make conversation? Can I talk?
Could you repeat your question, last sentence?
Okay, so if I haven't studied anything related to grammar and I still want to communicate in English, so will it be very tough patch for me, tough deal for me, or it will be
Mm,
easy for me to communicate?
yeah, if you already studied in your school a little bit grammar, you know little bit sentence structure, sentence formation, then it's okay. You can speak in basic English. You can do conversations in English, but in a very simple way. But if you want to speak more advanced, so you have to learn grammar. Grammar is also very important. If you don't know
Yeah.
where we have to use was, were, what is subject, verb, agreement, so how will you? But if you are not really interested in learning grammar, so you can start listening to others. In this way also you can learn grammar unconsciously. When we listen, so there is always learning going on, because we are listening to other and we are consuming right sentence structure. When it comes to speaking, so we are going to speak correct sentence structure. So in this way also we can learn grammar, or we can start reading also, because there is written, so we can grab some sentences from there and then we can start. Yeah, grammar is important, but
Yeah, I also feel the same. It is a big myth that grammar is not that important, because
hmm,
if we say verbs, tenses, modals, so these are some important things which every communicator should learn. Otherwise, he will be not able to transform any sentence or make any sentence. So it
yeah.
is as important as English itself.
But in my conversation also, sometime I say you don't need grammar. Why? Because some people already know grammar, but they are not able to speak. So for motivating them, I always say don't focus upon grammar, start speaking. Because if you start speaking, so you will learn through your speaking also. But there
Yeah.
are so many people, they start learning grammar, and again they learn grammar rule, but when it comes to speaking they are not able to speak. So for them we always suggest, don't focus upon grammar, start speaking. So
Some
it
people feel it boring. Some people say that studying grammar, studying rules, and there are thousands of rules in English, so it is so difficult to study them. So yeah, for them, start communicating. You'll see different types of sentences there, and slowly then you'll learn tenses by communicating. So yeah.
Yeah, and in the very beginning, when anybody starts speaking English or learning English, that time it's very confusing. They don't know how to use, where to use. So that time they should not go for grammar. They should start from speaking. Whatever they
Yeah.
know, they can start recording themselves. Whatever they know, speak any topic like related to family, related to friends. Then they can start recording around 2-3 minutes. Then they can start learning by listening, and then they can focus upon tenses as well, little bit tenses, how we can say things in past tense, how we can say in present tense, future tense, then add some extra thing, but start speaking at least. Otherwise you will not gonna learn grammar, or you will not gonna use grammar. Using grammar is also very
What
difficult
about your
task.
English journey? How it started? How many years have been?
Yeah, it's been 1 year only. I have been learning for 1 year. So I started for learning this language because I want to be an assistant professor. So
Okay.
I thought, let's learn this language also. I used to uh, study in English medium, but there was no proper English environment. We
Yeah,
used to speak in
even
Hindi.
I study in state board, UP board. But if I see some people around me from CBSE board, from ICSE board, let's not talk about ICSE board because yeah, there they get chance to speak in English. But if I talk about CBSE board, so it's hardly possible that those students are good at speaking this language. It hardly happens because normally they work on written English as we do.
Yeah, as we do. So at that time, I thought, I started preparing for my exam and I had a dream. I want to be an assistant professor. So I thought I have to teach students, and it is important to speak in English, because English boost our confidence if we are able to speak, so we will be more confident. And in interview I have to face interview also, so I thought, yeah, in interview I have to speak in English only. So I have started learning this language by myself. I started from speaking, then I started reading book. I would say I indulged myself with this language. I surround myself with this language. I started speaking with strangers. I created my channel also, or I started reading books. Reading book is one of my hobbies. So in this way, I have learned this much of English. Still, I'm learning. Still, there is room for improvement.
Okay, yeah, you speak very well, and I'm so glad that we I got a chance to be connected with you, because yeah, I was thinking about for a long time, for 2 days, and yeah, now finally it happened.
Yeah, thank you for appreciating me. Okay, so please tell me about you, your days. How's your days look like?
Okay, if I talk about a day of my life, so yeah, I go school daily, even though these are winters, but I haven't got any single vacations, any single holiday from my school. I go daily to my school, and after coming at 3 p.m., I come to my mama's office, and now
Mhm.
I uh, take internet from to her. I use her phone for these communication. Yeah, so it's been 3 days. I have started coming here and talk with communicators to improve my English communications. Otherwise, I used to read and write English. I used to, yeah, like from 7 to 9 p.m. I study my syllabus, my course of 11th. And yeah, and apart from that, whatever time I get some spare time, so I give it to English or some outdoor games for my physical health. So yeah, I
Mhm.
somehow utilize my day.
Okay, very productive. So when I received your email, so I was also interested. I was also uh, thinking, let's have a conversation with her, because you mentioned all the thing about you. You are you are studying in ninth standard, and you want to learn this language. You want to have a conversation with me. So I thought, let's have a conversation with her. I wanted to meet you, and it was really and like amazing conversation with you. Like having you here, it was lovely. Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you will be free, you can tell me the topic. I'll study about that, and we can discuss about the topic.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Because I also want to have conversation like on a specific topic so that we can go deep into the topic. Because whenever we connect with any stranger, so we just know each other and just talk random questions, but we don't go deep into the topic. But so if you are interested in it, so we can do that also. It will helpful for me and you also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so okay, let's wind the session for today.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. Okay, then thank you so much for connecting to me. It was lovely talking to you. And
Same.
thanks. Yeah.
Bye bye. Take care.